Coming to you live on 3/13/2026. I'm doing our 2025 Topps Archives Baseball Hobby. $5 break number one, guys. These $5 came out of a sealed case. The other 5 boxes are sitting there, right? And that would be break number one of the break. I took straight down. There are 2, 2, 2, 2, 2 all the way down. And so it's a 2 columns of 2. Took one whole column, so you get a top and a bottom in this break. All cards are going to ship, like always in all of our breaks. Hits are going to be autos. Relics are usually hits, and so is numbered cards. But everything will ship. Who has who? Christopher M. has the Diamondbacks, and Jared P. has the Braves. Chris H. has the Orioles, and Adam B. has the Red Sox. Ben W. with the Cubbies. Aaron F. White Sox and Reds. Christopher M. has the Guardians, and Ben W. with the Rockies. Joe W. has the Tigers, and Matthew F. has the Astros. Jared P. has the Royals. Aaron F. has the Angels. The Dodgers is Angelo M. Christopher M. has the Marlins. Ben W. Brewers and Twins. Stephen P. has the Mets. Jerry M. has the Yankees. Jared P. has the Athletics. We got David K. with the Phillies and Mark C. with the Pirates. Bill H. has the Padres, and Jerry M. has the Giants. Joe W. with Seattle. Ben W. with the Cardinals. Christopher M. with the Rays. We've got Michael W. with his Rangers. Christopher M. with the Blue Jays. And Aaron F. has the Nationals. All right. So, again, all cards are going to ship. 2 autos per box on average. 24 packs per box, 8 cards per pack. Looking for 8 exclusive pink parallels per box and 2 autos. All right, let's do 1 box, then we'll do now. Let's do 2, 2, and 1. That's what we'll do. I'm just trying to give myself some room here. All right. How about I do that? There we go. Okay. Okay. Oh, they're going to be these kind of packs. Ugh. Hopefully they rip easy. Give me a good old foil pack. I understand. Like, I get it. Archives. Yeah. How about a 101 one time here? I feel like it's been forever. All right. All right, we'll sit back, relax. Like, okay, you're going to make the packs like the old wax packs. I get it. Or to have that feel. But they're impossible to open, so put more cards. Less packs, more cards per pack. Do 12 packs at 16 cards a pack. All right, that's one stack. Yep, I'll break the Stadium Club Blaster after this. Appreciate that, guys. And then we'll see what time it is. If the Heritage goes, I might save that for tomorrow night. We'll just see what time it is. But I might save it so I have something to be breaking live tomorrow to propel us in. But I should have the Series 1 Jumbo by tomorrow. One I think is going to end up being Monday are the Prism Baseball and the Topps Chrome Update. Watching the tracking right now on them. But you never know. But they are ordered. They are coming. All right, we got a box open. 6 minutes in. All right, let's see how long it takes here. We're right at 7 minutes opening these next packs. This is our first break of archives. Yeah, Joe, they just won't rip unless I'm doing it wrong. They're like that one did. But a lot of them won't do that. See? Every time we do one like this, I think about the Heritage, but I really think about that Topps UK. Oh, I think I did a whole case of that. It was just so bad. Yeah, buddy. Almost 3 minutes to open a box. It's probably going to be right at that 3-minute mark. Yep. All right, here we go. Let me get a focus. All right, there you go. Pete Alonso. Aaron Judge insert. There is a numbered Fernando Tatis Jr. to 149. That's going to be Bill H. and the Padres getting the first hit. Bill H. and the Padres getting the first hit. Ronald Acuna Jr. sticker. Or puzzle piece or punch out. There's our first pink. Not bad. Jacob Wilson. Jacob Wilson rookie is our first pink. We got a red Skeens. Very nice. How about a Skeens to 25? Who's got the Pirates? Mark C. 10 out of 25. Paul Skeens. Remember, the second half of this has 11 in it, and it's coming out of the same case, guys. So Skeens to 25. All right. Our next pink, Suzuki. This is going to be a fun one to sort with the up and downs and everything. Rafael Devers, insert. All right, is that a green? Yes, it is, to 99. Heston Jerstad to 99 for the Orioles. Chris H. getting that one. There's a Skeens insert. Here comes another pink. Cedena Rafaela. Have to start wearing cheaters while I do breaks here. All right, another pink here. Rookie Thomas Segis. I just posted that we pulled his auto from Stadium Club on our social media in my little hit recaps thing. Yu Darvish. Dansby. All right, where's our autos here? Julio. All right, there's an auto. Dustin Harris for Texas. Michael W. Dustin Harris for Texas. Auto number 1. Julio, cutout sticker. So we gotta look real close for these autos. Remember the year they did archives, or was it Heritage, and it was like facsimiles? There is Noelvi Marte pink, and that was like you have to look for the on card against the Jose Ramirez Guardians. Cam Smith. Redemption right there. Who's it gonna be? I don't know why I sang that right there. All right, Jackson Jobe. I'm not even... Oh, God. All right, let's see here. Put that there, put that there. And let's have a little fun with this. All right, what do we think? What do we think? What do we think? Congratulations. You are due to receive a 98.7. 98.7. All right, I'm done. 1987 Topps Boardwalk and Baseball Autographs Blue Parallel. We'll have to look up the numbering on it. Of Jacob Wilson. We just pulled his pink, right? Yeah, we did. Jacob Wilson redemption for the Athletics. It's a blue. And Oakland is Jared P. There you go. I'm going to guess blue is to 99, maybe 49, but I'd guess 99. Maybe 199 since it's Topps. I'll take a look after the break's over here. Or if one of you guys want to look it up, that's fine also. How you doing tonight, Matt? All right, let's do the green here. Silver. We got the auto. We got the redemption. All right. Put the pinks in. Still pulling fire. Now we got to get the people in here to help us pull the fire. Appreciate all you guys and what we've been doing. I feel like we're almost there, where we could have just enough people. We got some really good guys coming in and buying and join us in the chat, which is huge. The chat part is the big thing. Guys, I turned the comments on a long time ago when we started this. We decided not to put the comments on because we just didn't want to have to deal with the negativity in that. But I started opening the comments in all the videos now, and if we could start commenting on them, I don't even care. Like I said, what people don't understand is even if they're bad comments, they're going to still kick off the algorithm. So nice, Matt. Nice. All right. So there's all our pinks. Pulled that nice Jacob Wilson. Blue foil board is 1 out of 1,878. This is Topps Boardwalk and Baseball Autograph Blue Parallel. I'm sure there's one probably for sale or something. We'll take a look after. We'll see what we pulled. All right, Chipper in box 2 here. All right, our first pink, little ding on the corner. Is that Alfonso Seriano? Yes, it is. Alfonso Seriano for the Yankees. We got a silver of Brandon Nimmo for the Mets. Mets is Stephen P. There you go, Stephen. All right, nothing else there. That there and that there. Randy Johnson, Mr. Johnson. Rhys Hoskins. And put these stacks over here together. Spencer Strider. Jack Flaherty. Aaron Judge, the punch-out card. Here's our Autumn. I read Chisholm and Otto together. Here's our Autumn. Jazz Chisholm, Yankees, Jerry M. So this is the boardwalk and baseball parallel. So this is what the Jacob Wilson will look like, but it'll be the blue parallel. There's the boardwalk and baseball. That's what she said. Yankees, Jerry M. She obviously wasn't talking to me, but she did say it. All right. So Jazz Chisholm showing up there. Very nice. May have to get more of this. I'm liking it. Hate when I like a product. Then I get hyper fixated on it. Peralta. Freddie Peralta. There's a green to 99. Shea Whitcomb for the Astros. Astros is going to be Matthew F. Cards are sliding. They are slick. Cut right at the auto. I cut right at the auto. There's Trey Turner. Here comes another pink. Satchel Paige, which will go to the Orioles. Chris H. All right, here's our other auto. It's Brooks Baldwin. Brooks Baldwin for the White Sox. Aaron F. getting that one. Aaron F. getting that one. Congrats, Aaron. Joe, how long have you been sitting on that nice unit one? Tony Oliva. All right. I feel like you've been sitting on it. I don't know why. There's one. There's the other one. And then all the pink. Boom. Guys, you probably noticed in the last few packages, no packs. The cost of packs, I even for something like Big League Baseball, even just to throw something in, it's almost $5 or $6 a pack now. I'm working on ideas of what I can do, but I will continue to ship all cards all the time. That's for sure. Just waiting for every Randy Johnson. God, I was hoping he would break open some Fleer so I can get the Marlboro Man one. The Marlboro sign one. Not Marlboro Man, but you know what I mean. Alright. I want to save this one. I put this one up top, so let's do this one last. And we'll do these two next. And we'll see what else we get. My fingers had a little bit of a break. So we'll get them going. one. And there's two. Just sitting there for every baseball break. Come on. One time. Randy Johnson. I've been sitting on this since, last August. Little post-it note next to where you watch breaks. Hey, we got one with a rip. Nice. And again, sealed case. I mean, that's what I'm going to start trying to do with baseball, is list like 2 or 3 breaks of the same product so I can get a case, because it then gives me a little bit more. Nice. Since I can get a better deal. What is that? Oh, it's one of those punch cards. On cases than individual boxes. I mean, if they're the big boxes like Pristine or something like that, of course. But, like, I'm starting to think, like, hey, like for that Series 1, I did 4 box breaks. Well, what if I list 3 hobby 4 boxes, 3 jumbo 4 boxes? Then it would be 2 jumbo 6 boxes? Whatever it is. I think jumbo's either 6 or 8, but whatever it is. I was thinking about breaking up, and then that way I get a full case. So that way, at least we're going to get a case hit. I think that's what the future is. At least for baseball. Basketball and football, on the other hand, they're a little more out of control than what baseball is. Yeah, I think jumbo is an 8 box or a 6 box, because when I ordered the 4, I had to order 4 individuals. I'm pretty sure it's a 6. I could be wrong. Then I shouldn't have ordered 4 loose boxes. I should have ordered a case, but I'm pretty sure it was 6 or 8. So I do like 2, 3 box breaks. I mean, that's what I'm thinking of doing. That's what I did with this archives as a test. Now, it took a while for the archives to fill. And again, I try to be as competitive with pricing as I can. And people were like, I got an email about, hey, on whatnot, I can't compete with that. But what I can do is my prices, even though I'm not getting it directly from Topps, I got outlets, I got channels, so I can make it work. Plus, I'm not taking in the fees that whatnot is. Taken away from the breakers, so I pass all that on to you guys. Like I said, if I can make enough a month to pay my mortgage, and my mortgage isn't ridiculously extravagant, like I don't have a $5,000 mortgage, I'll be happy. It gives me something to do. I'm re-motivated. You guys got me so motivated back into this. In case you haven't seen it, or if you haven't felt it, I'm just letting you know. I was, before the end of the year, August, September, I was just like running through the motions. But the late pickups, the new customers, you guys showing up to the chat, showing support still when I know you can go elsewhere and get a quick fix. I mean, come on, that mosaic we just did. I mean, you guys sat on spots for 15 months and didn't complain, didn't anything. And if there was complaints, they were few and far between. And I don't know how else to say that I appreciate that. Like, that's unbelievable. That you guys trust in me, and when Kevin was doing it at the time, enough, or you enjoy this enough, you understand that I, have my kids. You weren't on me about the shipping. I did get a couple emails, and I understand it took me a while to ship the stuff that happened at the beginning of February. But, again, I appreciate you guys, your patience, your everything. Whatever I could do to make the breaks right for you guys. Any ideas? I'm probably going to work up a Survey Monkey. I need ideas. What can we do? What can we bring back? Can we bring back something? Can we do something? Yep, the eBay fees. I mean, Joe, when we first started, I don't remember when you guys signed up, Matt and Joe, but I know you were around since almost the beginning. We used to run the breaks concurrent on the site and on eBay, and if one of them got a bid on eBay, we have a program that would remove it from the website. And then the fees got so ridiculous that we were like, and then like eBay started changing the rules again, and it was just like it wasn't worth it. But yeah, I was literally just talking to my therapist about it, my girlfriend about it. Like, I'm actually, I'm sitting here at night jotting things down and saying, what if I tried this? What if I do this? That's why I put the randoms up there. And, I'm thinking, what if, hey, yeah, 4 boxes of Pristine might not work out, but what if I make a big mixer break? Let's get those going again. I have them sitting on the site, and they're kind of dormant, but let's try that, Let's get, something like that. I still want to be able to rip hobby. I don't want to just, especially in football and stuff, but I also can't pay $1,200, $1,300 a box and be competitive. That's where you are. What are you doing down there? I couldn't find my little Post-it notes. They're all on the ground. I wonder if the kids were playing. Yeah, Matt? Nice. I know, the bait was a good thing. Really? That's, like I said, we used to do that. So I started thinking, can I go back on there and do that again? But the rules have changed so much. Anyway, let's get into this and let's find a 101. How about that? Let's burn it down, as Seth Rollins says. We find a 101 and it didn't happen on Whatnot or Fanatics. How about that? What do we got here? Oh, there's Edgar Cuero. Like I said, I'm not trying to get rich off this. I'm trying to keep myself occupied. Because there's too much crap going on. There's too much crap going on out there. Like, this gives all of us, even me. Like, I added those 4 breaks, and I'm like, this is risky. I'm putting a lot out there, but I'm like, I'm going to do it. Like, let's do it. Let's see what we could do this weekend, And I was so excited. But I was also saying last night, I'm like, well, my weekend's over. Didn't even start yet, but it's over. But I said at least it'll be in a good way. Ho, how about a 101 printing plate? I should have been more specific. Jacob Wilson is all over this. Jared P. You got the pink. You got a 101 printing plate. And you got the auto. I think a lot of you guys might have found us on eBay first. But now I don't even think you could list breaks unless you're doing the eBay, break thing. So 101 printing plate, I saw an argument. Guy was arguing that the printing plates aren't really 101s. They're more like Leaf 101s because there's all different color printing plates. But anyway, I remember when they were first in stuff. I think the Cup might have been one of the first ones to have printing plates. The Cup in Upper Deck. Yeah, it's a Jacob case. You know it. We got Grant McCray. All right, George Springer. I gotta start doing commercials and things. Andrew McCutcheon. Ballesteros pink. There's our cutout of Vladdy Jr. There's our auto. Luke Weaver for the Yankees. Jerry M getting that one. Luke Weaver, Yankees. Jerry M. Jerry M picking up the Yankees and doing well. What do we got there? Nathaniel Lowe. That is to 149, those silvers are. Nationals is Aaron F. But yeah, I definitely, like I said, that was one of the ideas. I was going to bed the other night and I was like, what if? Because then we'd be guaranteed a case hit in one of the breaks. You know, that's what I started thinking. Sonny Gray. Sonny Gray. Ho, 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 ho. How about the punch-out, cutout card? 16 out of 25. Hall of Famer. Angels. Los Angeles Angels. Aaron F. having himself a couple of breaks here tonight. Rod Carew. Yo. That's got to be a tough pull. The auto on the cutout. I'm going to get that in there before I accidentally punch the card out. But there you go. Rod Carew. Oh, yeah, that's definitely his auto. Definitely, yes, definitely shaky. I have a Rod Carew auto here somewhere. I can't remember what I got it out of, but I have a Rod Carew here somewhere that I wanted to get graded. 16 out of 25. Rod Carew. It is the blue foil board. This could be our big case hit right there, but who knows? I feel like this case is hot. Blowout? I think I got it on blowout. The boxes I got from a dealer in Western PA I deal with a lot. The mosaic that was Yandy Diaz is not the guy. That was just pull Giancarlo. Okay, so we got our autos. We got a 101 printing plate in there. No big deal. No big deal. All right. People forget, like, I wasn't around, of course. Like, I was a baby. I was a toddler. But you look at his stats, and you don't realize how good Rod Carew actually was. I can't believe we pulled a printing plate. It's 2017. All over again in archives. All right, let's get the pinks out of the way. And then we'll get the stinks out of the way. I can't wait till T watches the hit recap video and sees that Torrey Holt in that mosaic. Because that was T's guy growing up. Him and Isaac Bruce. Because T's from St. Louis. Guys, don't forget to like, share, all that fun stuff. Yeah, I have to look. I'll have to look after the blaster break and see if I can find that Rod Carew. I know where it is. Like, I know where my autos are that I wanted to get graded. I might have even sent it up to somebody and then decided that I didn't have enough money to get it graded. But I definitely have it. It might... I think it's a green. You know what it is? It's a green out of... Oh, I could picture it. It's not Bowman's Best. It's something like that, though. And it's not a buyback. It's like an actual auto, like 5-star or one of those. Nice, an orange. Logan Gilbert. Dude, they helped me to a fantasy football. I remember, like, Bruce got hurt, and I signed that night when Bruce got hurt, Azahir Keem, or whatever his name was, and he just, like, picked up right where Bruce was. People were so mad. I remember sitting in my dorm room, this specifically, looking up players, and while Baseball Tonight was on, how about a Dave Winfield, guys? USA. San Diego Padres. Bill H., buddy. When you speak kindly about your Padres, I haven't pulled you a big Padres hit in a while. But how about that? Cyber Stats Auto. Dave Winfield. Drafted by 4 different professional teams. And offered a contract, I believe, with the Harlem Globetrotters. And we're only at the we're not even at the full halfway point. So what? He was drafted by NBA, ABA, NFL. All right. Birds. Pink there. I think we're going to get a 1-1 in this case. Colton Cowser. Pete Crow Armstrong. Can't see. Jaron Duran. Yaz. Blake Snell. Mason Wynn. I still want to call him Masin. Masin Wynn. Ooh, green. Maybe it's our auto. That'd be sweet. All right, how about a Snell to 149? Dodgers. Angelo. Getting that one. I don't know why I put these over here on my pink stack. Luis Angel Acuna. The green is not our auto. It's the 99. It's Jung-Ho Lee for the Giants. Jerry M and his Giants. Jerry, they're going to, torture us again this year. They're just going to hang right in there for a little while. I have a feeling. Is that a Trout? Yes, it is. Mike Trout pink. All right. Well, our second auto has to be right there, right? Because what do we pull? 4, 5, 6, 7 autos. Yeah, 6, 7. All right. Auto has to be here, or it's in my stack, and I went right by it. There it is. Gordon Graceffo for the Cardinals. Ben W. Getting that one. Gordon Graceffo. Sounds better out of all the things I mumbled there. All right. Cool. All right, let's take these. Put them away in my base bucket, aka plastic shoe. Alright, sleeve these up. Plastic shoe cases. That's what we use as our base buckets here. They work beautiful. Good tops on them. Cards fit just perfect in 2 rows. They don't move around. It's awesome. Alright. Silver and a green, and then all our pinks here. There's good old Massin. So again, second half of this case is sitting there, guys. I think there was 11 remaining. 25% off. One, two. Anybody have good plans for this weekend? How about here? It was 60 degrees on Tuesday and Wednesday. It hit 70 degrees. It was 74 on Wednesday. Today it was 24 degrees. We had snow and ice. My door was frozen. Didn't rain. Just the fucking condensation. Pardon my language. The condensation. But yeah, 24 today. They were saying it was like 61 degrees at... I can't remember if this was yesterday or today. It was 61 degrees at like 3 in the morning. And by 8 in the morning, it was 30. Now that's a swing. There we go. Let's get me some more sleeves here. And we'll jump into that last box. All right, here we go. What is hiding in the last box? I'm going to guess 2 autos and about 8 pinks. All right, here we go. Hey, JP. What's going on, buddy? J-Pat. That's how I write all your stuff on my packages. When I package it up, I write J-Pat. Jacob Wilson's galore, buddy. We're looking up the rarity of that. I'm going to look up that rarity of that redemption for yourself. Crushing it, buddy. Crushing it. Printing plate, a pink, and the auto. Nice, nice. That's what I do. Guys, if you do follow me on social media, whether it's Instagram or Facebook or anything SBB, if you guys could comment when you see a post and just like it, even if you don't want to share it, or just like share it to your stories so it gets a share if you don't want it on your like feed. Even you know, a GIF, aka GIF post like I do. Anything to get that going. Get some friends in, even if they aren't breakers, just to like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Get followers up there. That would be helpful. Because essentially what I'm doing is not the norm anymore, so. Joe, the other reason I think they're trying to get me to go over there is so that you guys follow me over there and then leave. And go to their, you know, bigger operations. You know, make them, yeah, so they make more money. All right, here we go. 2 more packs, and then we attack. Listen, I'm also at the point where if we want hockey, I could get hockey. If basketball and football dies on the site, I'll throw a couple in, and I'll be a baseball breaker. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's is what it is. I'm ready to adapt, you know, however I need to. So here we go. Big hit here. I forgot about the Skeens. The Skeens to 25. That was just the base parallel. All right. Brooks Lee, pink, rookie. Here's our auto. How about a Jose Reyes auto for the Mets? Stephen P. Stephen P. came back around. Not a new breaker, but I think, Stephen, before you started buying again, I think the last time you bought from us was like 2017. So welcome back. And how about a little Jose Reyes? There we go. All right. How about a red Pedro to 50? He's been popping up a lot in our breaks. Adam B. Adam B with his Boston team. Pedro. Red shimmer, red dot, whatever. There we go. 21 out of 50. Guys, again, the second half of the case sitting there. SBB 25 off. It's break number 1. Kyle Tucker. You gotta be kidding me. Jared, when you speak kindly. Joe, how about an orange hot foil? Red hot foil, orange hot foil? The Boardwalk Blue is to 25. This is to 15. So, Joe, what I'm telling you is J. Pat might be my new, giving the old sermon at the funeral here. Eulogy, that's the word I was looking for. Jacob Wilson, 4 of 15. Unacceptable. Oh, God. How about that? How about that? That's out of 25, that blue, Matt? We got to look. I got to see if any sold. I got to go on the 130 point. We got to see. The Freddie franchise? Yes, it is. Paul Skeens, Jacob deGrom. There's our auto. It's the Braves. Spencer Schwellenbach. Spencer Schwellenbach, J-Pat. Why not? Why not, pal? All right, let's see here. Connor Horby. I read this. It looks like Common Hobby. How about a bonus auto? How about a bonus auto? Yuri Perez. Westberg. All right, this was so worth it. Gunner. All right, so let me take these and put these away. We'll put the pinks in a holder here. Pink. Pink. Guys, second half of the case, like I said. Sitting on the site. 11 to go. Prices might be a little different than what they were on number 2. Just because of cost differential and stuff like that. I mean, I hate that you have to play that game now, but it is what it is. But yeah, I'm still going to offer like the 4-box blasters, the 4-box megas, things like that. But I think with the hobby stuff, especially baseball, I'm going to start doing, like, again, if it's a 12-box case break, not a half and a half, maybe 4, 4, and 4, something like that. Just to keep the cost down. Where, again, yeah, if you want it, you know, the Mariners in all 3, you could have them in all 3. You just got to buy it, and it's going to be the same price as buying a case. But if you just want to get a taste, too, you know. All right. So that's that. Guys, more on the site. Check it out. All these up here, SBB 25 off. All right.